Hey folks, Happy New Year everyone. It's been a little bit of a hiatus for the holidays and why I just got everything sorted out and a bit of a sabbatical I suppose. Been looking after Evie and Jill's parents have been here, so there's been a lot going on for me. No real excuses. I just hadn't really been feeling the content creation. I've been churning away, making sure the lack of focuses got made. Like chatting with Ed and Sean about X-Wing's been really good fun. The D&D podcast were kind of what seems to happen to all our campaigns. That's kind of petered out a little bit. Still got a couple of ideas for some shows for that, so that's not dead. But the schedule, I think, for that one's gonna have to change to be more of a as and when we've got something to talk about, we'll make another show for that. But outside of that, the content has not really been there, and that's on me. I mean, no real excuses other than I just haven't really been feeling it. Nothing. I've recorded some stuff. I set everything up on a table, done the videos, and once it got to the editing, I just wasn't really happy with the results. And I was chatting to Jill about this last night, and I think I'd had that kind of just a fear about just making shit content, to be honest with you. And I feel like not making any content was just giving me a bit of a pass, that it was all fine. But we'll see how it goes. I don't really know what to say. I've not really done this that well for the last couple of years since Evie was born. I've been pretty half-assed in my approach. I'm not doing articles. I'm not all the stuff I'm set up, but I do enjoy doing. I love doing this stuff. I love talking to you folks. I love doing all of the written content, which I've done very, very little of. But making excuses, and just sitting on the phone or watching Netflix is easier, and kind of that, the modern day social media spiral. But we'll see how it goes. I'm back to keeping written notes for what I've been doing, what I've been up to, and hopefully, touch wood, no promises. It's not a New Year's resolution because I feel that's a cop-out and designed to fail, but we'll see how it goes. And that's why this video is 2019. We're 2020 now. We're going to push forwards and see what happens. But I wanted to just go through and just talk about 2019, my experiences for gaming, computer games, miniatures games and board games, what my highlights are, and maybe do a top 5 maybe. That's probably where it'll end up. So yeah, I've played, probably the game I've played the most would be X-Wing. I've definitely had the most games of X-Wing this year over any other game. Then highlights from that, I really enjoyed messing around with Jedis, and yeah, they're so they're really, really good. I don't know how FFG is going to bring them in without taking away from the faction. Then the new First Order build that I've been messing around with, where it was Tavson and some FOs with FS, some TIE SF Special Forces with no gunner, and just spamming a lot of ships with no real upgrades has been really good fun. That's been my highlight list from the end of the year. Did I do anything? Still enjoy Strikers, but nothing really stands out on those. And then I suppose my Resistance squad that I was running with Poe and the A-Wings was really interesting, but I've kind of fallen out of love with Resistance. It's pretty, we just feel a little bit lacking, I suppose. So that'll be my X-Wing life. I think definitely switching to Anakin, from Anakin into Obi-Wan, and I've been running Poe because I managed to get the alternate art Poe from Worlds. One of my friends got me one of those. It was really good. I enjoyed flying that, where it's all I5s with sense, and then having that little bit of a hurdle that if people are playing Initiative 6s, you've kind of got to work a little bit for it, but probably not too much. It's still easy. Yeah, what else? So that would be my most played thing. Then probably Arkham Horror. We managed to stick to near enough every 2 weeks getting our game of Arkham Horror in. I try and post on Instagram every time we play and how the game went. And I played Jenny Barnes through the Dunwich Legacy, and then I played I forgot his name now, Rex Murphy, through the Path to Carcosa, and we did the standalones. We just did Murder at the Excelsior, which was a new one, and we played the one set in Egypt. It's really hard. I can't remember what it's called now. I don't know. We played a lot of Arkham Horror LCG, and I think that's probably been my favourite game this year, just because playing in the group, and it's co-op, so there's never too much pressure on you, and the funny moments, and we all we don't take it too seriously. We do a little bit of role play stuff with it, nothing like too in depth, but it's good fun. I really enjoy those sessions. So that's probably been my highlight gaming. After that, I'd put a guess that Century Spice Road would be my third most played game. My mum loves playing that when she comes over now. It's the one she always asks for, and me and Jill both like it, so it's an easy win for rather than having to teach people new games. That's pretty solid. All three of the games in that trilogy are out now, but I still only own the original one, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I don't know that I probably will pick the other ones up at some point, but they've been out for a while now and I've not rushed to get them, so who can say? I don't really know. Then we might be getting towards Infinity as my number 4. Playing a decent amount in the latter end of the year. I had a bit of a hiatus from that as well. It involves a lot of effort to any miniatures game really at the moment, apart from X-Wing, because it's such a quick-paced game for playing it. But Infinity is still like a 2 to 3 hour commitment and setting up the terrain and everything. But I've been painting away for a Steel Phalanx Army, messing around with contrast paints, and that got a good amount of table time as well. And I'm still terrible. I'm pretty bad at Infinity, but I enjoy it, and most of the time I can lose with a little bit of good grace and dignity, most of the time. Then number 5, what would we have? I don't know. I'm tied here for I think, so you can probably see it in the background over my shoulder, the giant Cthulhu. I did get the Cthulhu Death May Die Kickstarter. That arrived in November, just around about November time. And we've only played it like 3 times, but it's really good. Where's my phone? Should have put that on silent, shouldn't I? Well. Not going to edit it, so it's fine. Mansions was one of my favourite games, but I think Death May Die, removing the app, getting all of the setup out of the way at the start, and then it just flows and plays really easily, really quickly. So I think that's probably going to see the table a lot in 2020. Notable ones would be Dulosaur Island. We played Dinosaur Island with some of my friends, and it's good. I've got that and the Totally Liquid expansion, but I think Dulosaur Island just cleans it up a lot, and me and Jill played that when we went to Waterton on vacation, and that was really good. Got Crisis Protocol. I've painted up the starter box for that, but I'm back and forth on how much effort I'm going to put into that. Marvel Champions as well. I like the concept. We sold out of Captain America before I managed to pick him up, so I picked up a Green Goblin and I want to get Captain America, but I might stop there and wait and see how much I get to play it. Yeah. So it's been an interesting 2019. I've did more gaming in spurts than I would have expected, and a long periods where I got nothing accomplished. Good things that came out of 2019. The cabinets are all filled with painted models, Doesn't mean I don't have a lot of unpainted stuff, but I rejigged how I was approaching the cabinets behind me, so everything in them's like painted now. This one's all X-Wing stuff, so it doesn't really count as me having painted it. But instead of having like the unfinished projects in there, I switched it out to just being painted, and all the cabinets are full, which is nice. I like that it kind of motivated me. I got a decent amount of painting done. Still got a lot of commissions to work on, which I'm trying to get out of. I don't mind doing the commission painting, but it's a lot of time investment, and I don't charge enough money to make it financially viable. Other stuff. Still haven't tried Gloomhaven. It's on the shelf. Still not played it. Still haven't played Mechs vs Minions. And still haven't tried Twilight Imperium because the snow cancelled my my game. So those probably need to get played at some point this year, or else they are literally just shelf ornaments. Oh, I suppose I played a lot of A Song of Ice and Fire at the start of the year. That was really good. Then the Asmodee taking over the exclusive distribution kind of put a dampener on it. It's been interesting. I've got too much of it, so I'm trying to plan out how I want to do those armies, which ones I want to keep. Yeah, that's probably a sleeper for 2020 as well. Then board games, I think you can just see it over my head now. Reef is probably a really good one. That would be a recommendation for 2020 if you don't have it. Yeah, it's been good. That's it really. 2019, it's been a really good year. I feel bad, and I try and not beat myself up and let the shame spiraling start. But I neglected this. I really did. Honestly, I neglected the few of you who are going to watch this, and I can't complain that only a few of you are watching because I've done no effort to keep you all interested. But that's the bad. The good would be like Evie's like grown up quite a lot, and being at home with her has been awesome. It's like doing stuff and teaching her things and going places. So trying to be a good dad. So I can make the excuse that is why I haven't been doing this, but it is an excuse. You guys should hold me accountable and like demand more content, and just keep hassling me. You know where you can reach out. You've got the email at dicehate@gmail.com or info@dicehate.com, I think is another email address I set up. You can hit us up on Facebook. You know what I mean? I'm pretty open on social media. I've got the Dice Hate Discord, which is slowly building some steam. It's still pretty quiet, but I don't have notifications turned off on that. So every post that comes in, I read and see and try and be engaged with everyone who's in there as much as they want. So if you want to chat about anything in there, it doesn't even have to be game related. Like I say, I'm hopefully I feel like I'm a pretty amiable person sometimes. Who can say? I've had the facade, you know. But yeah, that's always there. I'll make sure the links are in the description. But yeah, if you could make sure you are subscribed, select, I don't know, the bell icon notification. You know the drill, guys. Make sure you're in and enjoying the content, and leave some comments. Let me know what you've been playing in 2019. What were your top 5 games, and do you have anything you're really looking forward to getting on the table in 2020? Thanks a lot, everyone, and I'll see you all on the next one.